So here we are, part one of the Introduction to Contemporary Floorwork series. And it's going to talk very briefly about moving in a diagonal line of energy. So what I want you to imagine is that any diagonal starts in that higher place, right? Comes down the diagonal pathway and then toward the floor. But what's important to help visualize when we get into more continuous flow is that this line of energy doesn't want to stop right here at the floor. You want to envision in your mind that this energy actually keeps going down through the floor and seeps down beneath the earth. And in that way, when we envision ourselves coming down in toward the floor, our energy doesn't just stop here, but in our mind's eye continues to spread and spread and spread, as if we can send that energy way deep and down into the earth. When we move in diagonal pathways, it has a couple of really beneficial things for us, both energetically, but also anatomically. Anatomically, it helps prevent us from slamming down on parts of our body that we don't want to slam down on, namely our knees. And then energetically, it helps us build a little bit of momentum into the floor versus just having a hard stop and a hard drop down the center. For example, just a really quick example, if I'm coming down toward this knee and I want to go sideways, I can either send that knee straight down, which is a little bit painful, or I can think about shifting toward the diagonal line of energy. And that lets my energy spread a little bit further out, because the more that you can spread your surface area across the floor, the more you can dissipate that energy and dissipate that tension and let it go into the earth versus holding it in toward the body. So we use this diagonal line of energy for every part of the body, not just the legs. It also applies to the hands as well. So if we're thinking about coming from a plank position and we want to find a softening into the floor to bring us to our right hand side, right? We want to think about, instead of going straight down onto this forearm and then going across, we'll cover this later. We want to think about our energy going down this diagonal so that in actuality we're spreading out this way. And then that descent down into the floor is a little bit softer.